I sadly come across a lot of people online, usually in the comment sections of videos like this, one saying like, "I wish I could make that," or "I if I only had the time." And I was one of those people. It's an easy trap to fall into. You can tell yourself over and over, "This is the video that'll give me the breakthrough," when in reality, you're just wasting time. Sure, you may have gained something from that video, but that video was probably just the same advice coming from a different person. Look, I get it. We've all got our favorite channels on YouTube. I've subscribed to a lot of them after watching one video and then I just never watched them again. But it's important that you remember why you were seeking out that video in the first place. It was for an answer to a problem. But why not just make the mistake and then try to fix it yourself? The other night, I finally just sat down and animated. Just doodling the ball drop exercise, and I decided to just kind of play around and let the drawings just sort of fall out. What resulted from that was like a weird water balloon that turns into like this wiggly creature, but of course, Procreate has a frame limit in the standard app, so I need to make sure I use Procreate Dreams from now on. But when I first grabbed the pen, I was scared. Like, genuinely scared. And obviously for no other reason than just bad mental health. For a person with wonky brain like me, knowing you're gonna suck at something is hard. Knowing that, like, no matter how much effort we put into this, it's probably not gonna look like the vision we have in our head. So I just decided in that moment, I'm just gonna tell my brain, shut the hell up, and I'm just gonna play. Let me just make a mess and just play. And the little thing that I made, it's not bad. It's not great. Not what I had in mind at first, but I'm not going to be mad at myself for it. I think it was pretty okay. Because making stuff is so gratifying. It's easy to talk yourself out of things. I do it all the time. Any reason I can think of to not go somewhere, I'll likely take the opportunity to bring it up so I don't have to go to the thing. But last night I was able to just sort of like pass through that mental barrier. I wish I could tell you what switched. I don't know what switched. I'm not sure if it's like the constant talk about making cartoons or like the podcast I've been listening to at work, but I've just gotten this real sort of like creative surge running through me lately. And making that little flipbook thing was super awesome. It was that like final first step. It's the farthest I've ever been away from the Shire, Mr. Frodo. And just like Mr. Gamgee, I approached that first step with a shitload of trepidation. But once my feet hit the ground, it felt just like drawing. There were literally just a couple extra steps. In my head, I've been throwing around the idea I have for the cartoon about my sister, and I sort of have just let like this fake scope creep set in before I even tried my hand at this. That's like driving to the grocery store, parking your car, walking up to the main entrance, and then turning around and heading home because the store sells too much stuff or something. Like you're psyching yourself out over actual nonsense. And just like the grocery store, if you just make a list of the things you want/need to work on, it'll be so much easier to handle. Making stuff is awesome, even if it sucks, which it doesn't. You're just being super hard on yourself, and don't do that. Revel in your messes, wreck paper, splash ink. Have you ever blown on the tip of a Posca marker? It basically just becomes an old school blow pen. Like super fun, just like ink splatter. Draw with your fingers. Draw your fingers. Paint something in your least favorite color and then leave it at a coffee shop for someone to find. I make little sketchbooks and then I leave them with a little pencil for people to find in hopes that maybe they'll, take up doodling. I want people to make things. Make them. Trade zines with your friends. Make your best friend a weird self-portrait for their birthday. Make your mom her own trading card. Make your dad a comic where he, defeats the lawn or something. But please, if there's only one thing you take away from this video, let it be this. Just protect your imagination. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you want to see more videos like this, why not subscribe down below? It's the best way to support my channel. It would also mean the world to me. And I want to send a special thank you out to my $5 tier patrons, Maniac, Lorax, Poolin, and J5. And if you want to be like them and receive your own handmade custom sketchbook by me, why not sign up at the Patreon link below at the $5 tier? Or for free if you don't want that. But having said that, thank you to everybody who's watched this. I hope you have a super creative day. And now, go make something.